Hey folks, Chris Rainey here. I want to do a gun comparison for you. A little short gun comparison on a couple of very nice pistols that I am fond of. So the first one is the CZ P07 Duty, and since I'm going to be demonstrating with the pistol, I'm going to check it to make sure it's unloaded. We don't have a magazine in it, and the chamber is empty. So whatever I'm demonstrating, the berm. The P07 Duty is a CZ made in Czechoslovakia. I can't pronounce the name, but it was the King's arms maker for probably over 1,000 years, I suppose. But even during the communist times, they were still an arms maker. They also produced motorcycles. During the 60s, they had the best two-stroke motorcycle for motocross that was ever made, and they beat everybody. My dad had one, so I'm fond of CZ because of that. So CZ had a pistol called a CZ75, and it was unique. The CZ75 did not have a decocking system, so when the hammer was back, you had to decock it manually like this with your thumb. Ryan is currently shooting a CZ75 in competition, where it is a very popular competition pistol now. And so he's developed a very slick decocking procedure by using his thumb and lowering the hammer like that, which I think is pretty slick. But this is the modern CZ75, and it's called the P07 Duty. It's set up for a light source, it's set up for police work, it's got a beaver tail. The grip is very good for smaller hands, and the uniqueness about the pistol is it's a double action, single action, and so I can pull the trigger, cocks the hammer, releases, double action mode. After you fire your first, you have a very light single action. Right out of the box, the trigger on this gun is most excellent. It needs no work, it's beautiful. So in addition to the double single action trigger system, they put a decocking system on it. So I can, by pulling this lever down, it's ambidextrous, I can lower the hammer. See how this works? So I can do that safely with a round in the chamber. I get a lot of new people who don't realize that, and they still cocking it manually. But I really like this pistol. Most recently, my brother from California has traded me out of it, and so it's no longer mine, and it upsets me. But he is my brother, and he twisted my arm until I gave in. Good pistol. Now, to solve the lack of this pistol's problem, that caused me to have to look at something else. And so I've always been interested in the HK P30. These are competitors. So we have the Czech engineers and their version, which I love, and then we have the German engineers, which built the P30. And since this is a gun we haven't messed with, let's check it. No magazine. I have no round in the chamber, as we can see, so we're safe there. It also is a double action, single action pistol with the addition of being able to carry it cocked and locked like a 1911. So I can put the safety on with the hammer back, and I can have a round in the chamber, and it's safe to carry it that way. The decocker on this one is unique. German ingenuity, as it is on the side of the slide, the back of the slide. This little button here, kind of slick, so I can hit it with my thumb, or I can hit it with my off thumb. That's what I teach. Use this thumb to hit it, maintaining your shooting grip. A couple ways to do it. I can lock the gun out by putting the safety on, and everything's locked up and nothing will work. German ingenuity. Magazine release on this one is here, where on the CZ it's a button just like most of the other pistols. But this lever can be operated ambidextrous. This is a true ambidextrous gun. It's more expensive than the CZ by twice. And it's more aesthetically pleasing, I think, in some respects. It's got an interchangeable back strap for smaller hands, but the problem with the double action pistols, the trigger is so far forward, you have to have a pretty long finger to get up there on it. I don't really recommend double action pistols for the women usually, unless they have women don't have bigger hands. Don't misunderstand me here. Okay, so but if their hand will fit the gun, then it's a good choice. And what I like about this style pistol is it gets away from the trigger safety type system that is so much easier to use, but also adds a layer of concern for protecting that trigger system if we're carrying it every day or we're operating with it. I have gotten older, and I'm out here teaching and talking and I'm busy, and I just wanted something that I could decock and have a safe system that I didn't have to pay as much attention to. And so I wanted a tack driver, and these are both tack drivers. So the German system, H&K, I've always been impressed with H&K. I admit, after working for the German airline and getting furloughed, things German didn't appeal to me, but I guess after 8 years it's starting to come back, and I like it. But I just wanted to point out that these two guns are both very viable. The HK system has a loaded chamber indicator on the extractor with a little red mark. The P07 Duty does not. Both of them hold 15 rounds of 40 cal, or I'm sorry, the CZ holds 12 and the H&K holds 13, sorry. And what I've determined after carrying it around for a while, 13 rounds of 40 caliber is kind of heavy. So there is a drawback there. Another thing about the P07 Duty, while I was thinking about it, you can change out this safety system, and it comes with it, so that you can carry it cocked and locked like a 1911 if that's what you choose to do. They make several variants of this. I do like the grip better than I do on the H&K. I think the H&K is prettier. I like the fact that they put this little rough area on the side, on both sides. But anyway, both guns are very accurate. I decided to get them both in 40 caliber because I don't have a 40 caliber, and I tell everybody buy 9mm, and I still tell everybody that. I'm a 45 guy. I was trained on 1911s. 1911s are my probably go-to gun because that's just what I know the best, and I shot competition with. However, these are good choices for us. Good guns for self-defense, good guns for target shooting, good guns for competition. I believe the Army marksmanship team is using the CZ75 right now. They're not using the Beretta, which is the Army pistol. But just wanted to point those out. A lot of people don't know about double action pistols. It's the old way of making automatics. I've been carrying the H&K for the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks since I got it. I'm very impressed with it, as I am with the CZ. So that's all for now. We look forward to seeing you at the range. Thanks.